A man begs the judge for probation and rehab, admitting he was in a bad place and on drugs. But the judge sees a different story in his file: 6 open cases, repeated bond violations, and a history of violence against the same victim. The judge challenges his excuses, telling him his actions weren't mistakes, they were conscious choices. Despite a plea deal for 5 years, the judge delivers a surprising sentence. Watch to see the powerful moment the judge holds him accountable.
All right, any objections? And I'm sorry, just so the record can be clear, we're on cause number 2022 CR 4500, State of Texas versus Rodrigo Rojas. And both parties have agreed the PSI report, and there are no objections to the PSI report. State, do you have any witnesses?
No witnesses, just argument.
Defense, any witnesses?
None, other than plaintiff.
Oh, all right. If you could have him raise his right hand for me, please. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yeah.
All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please.
Rodrigo Rojas.
So this morning we are before this judge, and you understand that the plea agreement was 5 years on your petition for deferred adjudication and probation. Is that correct? Is there anything that you would like, could you tell the judge before he grants you probation?
Yes, sir. I never, since I've been incarcerated, 90 days is the longest I've been incarcerated. Give me time to reflect on my mistakes. I feel bad about it. I apologize. Now I take the responsibility. I have learned more to God.
I'm sorry, I can't hear the last part. What did you say?
I'm mourning to God. I go to prayer calls, change. I made a mistake, and I wasn't my place. I wasn't drugs, drinking, smoking. You got me probation. I will comply and obey our conditions. Go back to my loved one.
I also wanted to ask you, Mr. Rojas, prior to the commission of this offense that you did before the judge, and even after that, you mentioned that you were in a bad place. You weren't in drugs, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Has any court at any time in your adult life, have they ever given you any type of rehabilitation programs or anything that you've done?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking this court for help?
Yes.
And are you asking this court to place you in classes and programs that could assist you in dealing with that substance abuse problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And prior to this arrest, have you ever been convicted before of any other charges?
No, sir.
And if the court will order you to do classes, or you motivated to do all of the classes that they ask you to do?
Yes, sir. Also.
You're asking the court to grant you either deferred adjudication or regular probation. Like you're asking my court.
Yes, yes.
State.
On August 7th, 2021, you were arrested for terroristic threat, family, household. Who was the victim on that case?
Selena
Morales, the same victim on this case. Okay, and you were also arrested for resisting arrest, transport on that date.
Yes, it's the same thing.
Okay. And then again in October, the date of this offense, you were arrested for violation bond protective order against the same victim. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And interfering with emergency telephone call. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
So you
Please
were
whisper.
to comply with your bond conditions. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And then again, after this offense, in June, you were arrested for violation bond protective order, assault, and continuous violence against a family member. Who was the victim in that case?
Selena.
All right. So again, you weren't able to comply with your bond conditions. Okay. So you have 6 different open cases right now. Is that correct?
You think so?
You think you'd be a good candidate for probation?
All right, any other follow-up questions?
Yes, I do, Judge. With respect to the complaining witness, she was living with you at the time, is that correct?
Yes,
And
Just 1 second, excuse me. Excuse me, Mr. Chair. You all are right behind the court reporter. So if you all can keep it down a little bit. Yes.
and this complainant was living with you at your mom's house.
yes,
And since your incarceration, the complainant has since moved on.
definitely.
And do you and the complainant have any biological children?
No,
Have you had any contact with her? You know that you're not supposed to have no contact at all.
yeah, no.
Has she moved on?
Move on.
Have you moved on?
I move on. Like,
I have no further.
Any follow-up?
No other questions.
All right, I have a question.
Okay.
Because your attorney mentioned that you were not given any help for your drug issues. But I see as a part of your conditions of bond, it's random testing and they would offer you drug help. So if you had a drug problem, why didn't you ask for it from them?
well, I didn't know. You know.
What do you mean you didn't know? You were on you were on bond.
I didn't know I could ask for help. Not sure.
And you're talking about getting back to your loved ones. Who are your loved ones?
Brother, my mom and dad, my sisters, my nephews.
So why didn't you do what was asked of you while you were
I was
on bond?
hanging with the wrong people.
No, here's the thing. Let me tell you about who wrong people are.
Yes.
Somebody else was standing before me in your shoes. They would say they were hanging around with the wrong people. That's why they were picking up these cases. And I would say, who are those wrong people? And you know who they would tell me? Rodrigo Rojas. You're the wrong person. And I heard you say you made mistakes. You didn't make any mistake. You made choices. So I'm reading the PSI report and I read the stipulations. And in the stipulations, it said she couldn't call the police because you took her phone. So why did you take her phone?
I was drinking, you know. I didn't want to go to jail. Man.
And why did you slap her?
Yeah, I know. We were arguing. And because she started slapping me. Slapped her, no.
No, the officers got there and they said that she had marks on her face and that you wouldn't allow her to use the phone to call the police. The police showed up the first time and she couldn't get to gate to let them in. And they said you're drinking and taking shots, but no drugs. That's what you told the PSI officer. So what, are you just a mean drunk? So you made bad choices, not mistakes.
Yeah, but
You know what a mistake is? Let me give you an example of a mistake. It's raining outside. I know it's raining outside. I bring my umbrella. I come to court. I sit next to somebody in court. They have a black umbrella. I have a black umbrella. I finish my business for the day. I leave the courtroom. I take my black umbrella. I go outside. I open it up. And on the inside, my initials are not there. That's a mistake. I thought I was getting my umbrella. Here's a choice. I didn't check the weather. My mom didn't call me and say, hey, it's supposed to rain in San Antonio. And I come to court and attorneys come in, they have their umbrellas and I figure, heck, it's raining outside and I don't have an umbrella. And then, you know what I do? I'm leaving. I just grab an umbrella and I walk out. That was a choice. I know that's not my umbrella. So you haven't been making mistakes. You've been making bad choices and they're horrendous choices. And you need to be at a place where you can sit down and think about the bad choices you've made. You understand? All right, this is what the court is going to do.
Judge,
Yes.
I would like to, on his behalf, to offer something to the court, Judge.
Yes.
Judge, the reason that those bad choices were made, Mr. Rojas did testify that he was in a bad place, Judge. The root of the problem here, Judge, is that he has had a drug addiction. He has never really availed himself of any type of outpatient program. He was in a very bad place. Just he's not a bad person. He does need help. At the time of the commission of all of this offenses, he was on drugs. And if anything comes out of this case, Judge, I would like to at least get some help that he can learn from this to attack the root of the problem, which is the illness that he has, which is the addiction to the drugs. I don't think that sentencing him to prison would solve that, Judge. I think either an inpatient or an outpatient program would be a lot more.
Okay. All right. Mr. Hasso, I'm going to deny your application. I am going to send you to prison. Would you like the therapeutic community? It will help you with any drug issues. Whether or not they accept you or not is completely up to you volunteering for the program and them accepting you in the program. But if you don't volunteer for it, they're not going to accept you. Do you understand? So would you like that? All right. So I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served, a $1,500 fine, time and money run concurrent. There's an affirmative finding of family violence. There's to be no contact with Selena Morales. Take in consideration night mag number 664323, 664328, county court cause number 6707553, 666927, 666926, grand jury number 754238 in the therapeutic community. All right, because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement and actually I've given you something less than you bargained for, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction and also an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. Do you understand? Yes. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Hasos.